In the building, boys.
Yeah.
In the building.
In the flesh, electronically.
I'm standing up for this podcast because I can.
That's what's up, man. That's
I'm sitting down.
I too am sitting down, but
Yeah.
I respect your energy, man.
I'm a fucking pacey dude, and like being on a phone call already is pacey for me. So, and I got like a 25-foot cable, so I can Chris Rock this podcast if I want.
Oh, just
shit.
dragging the cord. Just like, come here.
Dude. I'm actually wearing a patent leather suit too. So
tired of this podcast.
I'm in blackface too. Tired.
Grand opening, grand closing. That's how we're going to sign off the pod.
Yeah.
Grand opening, grand closing.
I'm waking up my whole house because I keep stomping my foot and yelling, tired.
You've got a mic stand that you're slamming on the ground, you know?
That's 3-on-3 with a half court. Yeah, dude. We'll just quote Chris Rock's specials the entire time.
Red meat'll kill you. Green meat'll kill you.
Give me the big piece of chicken.
Hamburger, man.
Hamburger.
Man, I was watching some, because we were talking about him the other day. Like I had to re-up my hamburger. Alonzo Hamburger Jones.
Alonzo Hamburger. So that was in his name, right?
Yeah.
God.
But he was mostly known as Hamburger, you know.
I'm telling you, dude, there was a tryout for that BET spot, and there was a hardworking comic who just did real jokes who didn't get picked, and now he, is working. He's like a mid-manager at McDonald's, and he's surrounded by hamburgers, and every time he looks at one, he just thinks of what could have been, except they gave the spot to Hamburger.
Man, but hey, man, Hamburger. I watched this set, man. He was killing for 5 minutes. I'll give him that.
Was the audience hip to it? Did they know to say it when he started saying it?
Or yeah, well, basically he's an insult comic, like one-liners. So it's just the one-liner hamper, and like he comes out and he looks at this woman, and he goes, "Happy Halloween, Hamburger," and the fucking place just goes nuts.
So stupid.
He's like, look at this big woman out here, man. Looks like she's at the bus stop sucking out pork chops. Hamburger. Destroying, man. So
just
shout out to Alonzo.
Just kill.
Was that a TV spot that he was on?
Yeah. That was Def Jam. Def Comedy Jam.
He's wearing a cowboy hat in that one, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing that in a cowboy hat.
Yeah, he comes out.
Swag, man.
He'll just talk to himself, though. He'll be like, Hamburger. Like, he's like pontificating hamburgers.
Yeah, man.
Hamburger.
I wonder if he's like, man, I'm going to have an 80-20 ground beef tonight, man. That's what's going to happen.
Hamburger.
I heard his real name's Chuck Roast.
Chuck Roast Hamburger.
God damn.
That's actually probably one of his one-liners, bro. You're probably stealing his act right now.
Yeah, those are the 6s and 7s to bridge the gap between hamburgers.
Can you imagine an hour of that, though? An hour of hamburger?
Yeah, man. That's
I'm going on the road, baby. I'm doing hamburger.
If it's like Gallagher and there's like 4 different hamburgers at any given time.
All his fucking bad merch is just like ketchup-stained black T-shirts and shit.
It's like, I'm smush patty hamburger, and then I'm steamed hamburgers up in the Midwest.
My least favorite merch is like comics just taking a line from their joke and writing it on the shirt.
Oh, yeah.
It's so dumb.
Isn't that over half of merch, you'd say, like, is just a tag from a joke?
Yeah, it is. It's
bad.
It's so weird. Like, and a lot of it is just poorly. It's like Comic Sans with like the tag of their joke.
Yes,
and it's
cheap.
Like it can work in a. It's like a callback in their act when they start pitching their merch. They're like, anyways, you guys. And I got T-shirts that say, "It wasn't the pickle," and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, she did it again! Look at her go! Oh my god, I'm gonna buy that fucking T-shirt." I don't actually know, like, seeing seeing people buy bad merch, I don't know why I'm surprised that fucking 50 million people in this country don't believe the pandemic's a real thing.
Well, also, when you see someone take a 10-minute chunk of their act to sell said bad merchandise.
Oh, yeah.
There's another thing where it's just like, oh boy, that's legit.
Yeah, when they have to, like, sling the shirt over their shoulder to do their closer.
Yeah.
It's a sad move.
They become a sweat towel comic.
Yeah, they have a sweat towel for the last 3 minutes of their set.
And it'll be something be like, hey man, all the sales of this will go to a charity, and that charity is me getting fucked up after the show.
Oh, wait. How many times have you seen that? Because I saw that once.
Finger points. Yeah,
I've seen it a number of times.
I've seen it a few times.
Okay, because I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was like, wow,
yeah.
he's actually a nice guy. He's going to donate this to charity. The
No.
guy I saw.
Oh, you're an
fucking
idiot.
Mark.
You're a
you
fucking
Mark
idiot.
Bitch.
You're the idiot who buys
set it up.
the
Wow.
whole collection.
He set it up like
Wow.
it's going to go to half the money goes to like the Wounded Warriors Foundation. I didn't know if that's like a normal play. Like
Look, maybe the comic you saw was the one decent comic, but all the ones I've ever seen is like, they'll be like divorce. You'd be like, hey, buy two because one of them is going to my ex-wife. And then it's just like, all right, cool. I'm not going to do that. But,
Yeah, it's just it's crazy because it's like, what, like comics, like their merch, like they can make cool shit too. Like, get artists to.
You're supposedly an artist. Get an artist to do something for you. I mean,
and with like, especially considering like you, like just going with the quote from your set, like that's lazy. Like have like an image or something created from a quote. Like just make it cool, man.
Dude,
that's
people
all.
would much rather buy a cool T-shirt that isn't your dumb joke. Also, the other thing is that they have to keep doing that joke until they sell out all those T-shirts.
Yeah.
So the joke is like 5 years old, and they're still doing the pickle joke, even though they're like, look, I got another 500 units to it. I'm not dropping this joke.
Well, another thing that's even sadder is when you see them try and sell that shirt of the joke they didn't do in their act.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
That
I've
is
seen
like
that
the next
before.
level. Yes.
Yep. That's
So
next level sad.
They're just
that
like-
is. Oh
you're
my
just like,
god!
What pickle are you talking about? They're like, oh, I used to do that in my old hour, baby. Anyways, buy the
was-
T-shirt.
just fucking give me some money, like please. Yeah. Oh my
Dude.
god! Next level sadness. But
One time I had to Jeremiah hosted. He does that show For the Record.
yeah,
And it's like, for some reason, I don't remember why, he wanted me to host the first one. He was like, I'll give you a spot on the second one too, but can you host this first one? And I said, sure. And there was a comic who was like an out-of-towner who was just in town, and Jeremiah put him up. And he had me pitch his merch after, and I was so... Because this was like a 5-minute showcase. The whole point of the show is to get a tape. It's not... You're not there to sell... You're not headlining shit,
Yeah.
And he was like, Jeremiah jokingly was like, hey, like, yeah, we'll have him sell your merch. And he's like, oh, cool. And then I was like, going to go out. And he's like, no, like, I'm for real. Like, can you take my cheat? I was like, dude, are you serious? Or Jeremiah was kind of the mediator. He's like, oh, are you serious? And he was like, yeah, I mean, you said let's sell it. And I was like, so I pulled it up, and I didn't realize that I had it backwards. So I just showed the back of the T-shirt. I was so mad. I was just like, yeah, this guy's selling shirts after, so if you want them. And I just held it up, and people kind of laughed, and I didn't realize. And then someone told me, like, hey, you didn't even show us the shirt. You just showed us the back. I was like, well, that's all he deserved. I don't want to show this dude's dumb shirt. This is a fucking retarded thing to do.
Yeah, like if you're selling merch, like that's on you to sell it. You're the to put that on the host of a show, like that's just
Yeah,
shitty.
that's insane.
Especially a showcase. It's not like you're the headliner and you're like, hey, man, will you pitch? Like, there's one thing, it's my job. But, dude, this is like a Wednesday night show at 8:30. I'm not, you're nobody. You're not a dude. Like, you're not some guy. You're just a guy who's in town, happened to be here.
The people that came to this show to support their friends are already paying a 2-drink minimum at the club. And, the 5-minute set that you would have to sell merch, like, would be...
Yeah.
You would have had
5-minute set.
Just murdered.
Just
like,
5 minutes
destroyed.
a hamburger.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Chuck
only
Roast.
guys like hamburger. Chuck Roast hamburger.
Yeah, what
Hamburger.
5-minute sets could you sell merch off of? Maybe that Bernie Mac Def Jam set.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
sell merch off that.
There's
Yeah,
like,
you could sell
there's-
those pants he was wearing.
Yeah, there's 8 comics at any given time on planet Earth who could do a 5-minute set and have great merch sales, and the dude at that show was not one of them.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Did he at least go last in the show?
I don't even no, it wasn't even like after him. It was like at the end of the show. So he wasn't last. It was he was just like Jeremiah was like, "All right, just go close out the show." And then we had this discussion and I was so pissed cuz I was like, "Dude, I'm not your little Aaron." It was like one of those moments where you just like swallowed your shit and you're like, "All right, I'm just going to fucking do this and get this over with."
Comedy,
but it
baby.
was it just felt so gross.
Yeah.
So
I
you
hope
had
he
to
didn't
go
sell a
out there and
single
be
shirt.
like, remember there was a guy a few
Yeah,
comics
like,
ago.
There was a dude. He was like, "Hey," and I think and that guy. You remember he was kind of tall. He's got this shirt, and I held it up, and it was just a blank gray shirt.
Good.
Um,
Because that's all you remember from him. Nothing.
yeah.
Wait, so it wasn't even right after his set?
No, it was literally like the show was done. It was not the last comic. I went out. It was like I was closing the show because I had his T-shirt slung over my shoulder.
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, guys, well, thanks so much. Just like closing out a show." And I was like, "Anyways, one comic has merch, and here and here this is it, and and that's what he got.
Yeah.
He got the back of the shirt.
Damn.
Pathetic.
Incredible.
I'm telling you, comedians, some of the worst people out
I'm
there.
glad none of us will ever get the opportunity to do that again.
Yeah, no one's buying merch.
Now I'm
No-
happy comedy is dead after hearing that story.
After hearing that story, I'm stoked.
Yeah, what a
that it's dead.
degrading act I
It
participated
was so. I know. What were we thinking? Trying to build our lives around this?
Yeah, just got the fucking rug pulled out.
Yeah, I don't even have the courage to try to sell the remaining T-shirts I have because I'm like, you know what, dude? People have groceries to buy. They don't need your dumb T-shirt, Jake. You can wait. You can take the L on this.
I mean that's true, but I mean shit, you could sell those shits online, ship it and whatnot.
I mean, I could. I just feel bad. I don't want anybody to mistake their desire to help an idiot sell his shirts for not getting enough rice for the week.
I guess. I mean, at this point, if people can't budget their money, if they can't set
Yeah,
their
man,
priorities
look,
in a pandemic, then
the person that's just like, oh man, do I have? If they're debating between buying rice or buying a T-shirt from a struggling comic, that person, they're not long for this world. You don't have to worry about that.
yeah,
person.
there's a lot more dangerous things out there that
Yeah.
are going to get them way before
Yeah.
you're spending too much
Yeah.
money on
Like
merch,
T-shirt
on comedy merch.
They, after all this is done, they find a dead body in a room. They're like, oh, what happened? They're like, oh, it's clear he starved to death after buying Jake Silberman's comedy T-shirt.
Yeah, they open up his closet and just a bunch of hats, snapback hats, and
Yeah,
ratty T-shirts come piling out on him.
yeah. He's been supporting too. They chose
CDs.
to support. Yeah,
Yeah, DVDs and shit.
man. Yeah.
He had an addiction to supporting whack
supporting
comics.
supporting the local scene.
Just
No.
road comics. He was addicted to road merch. I wonder I want to see that on My Strange Addiction.
Yeah, I
Road
just go to
merch.
Harvey's every weekend and buy as much road merch as I possibly can.
Yeah, they're cheaper than rags if you do the math. If you do it in bulk, accounting for the free ticket that I got to get into the club, and
Dude, there's some people who will set up a fucking shop on stage. It's not like
On the
I've worked
stage or outside as you're walking
I've
out?
worked with a person who was a nice comic. They was at Harvey's. They were very nice. So I wasn't, but it was like they had, a lot of comics will have a T-shirt, but then or a T-shirt and an album. And this person was like, they had a couple T-shirts, they had belt buckles, they had shot glasses, they had it was a whole production.
It was a gift shop.
It was a
on
gift
the
shop.
stage.
It was a Vegas gift shop on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, and then you as the opener, you walk up there And then that's when you find like, oh shit, okay, I've got this square footage to stand in, and I can't move. Oh, it's the best. And you get to experience that in front of 200 people.
I just tripped over one of your belt buckles and broke my fucking face.
Oh, that's happened. Like, oh man, there's
bad merch accidents.
Yeah, road merch horror stories, bro. Like,
Very.
there's probably like some deaths, like some wrestlers, like probably. Oh, I used to sell whoopee cushions, and there was a horrific whoopee cushion accident of 2006, and I can't go to Idaho anymore.
Blew my eardrums straight out.
The best.
Dude, did I tell you guys about my like Manscaped thing? Did I tell you about that?
No, you did not.
I think you did, but
Did
not
I?
on this.
This fucking, I got this like, Manscaped, like it's a ball trimmer.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, this is a part of the lost tapes.
Dude, it's like they sent me this fucking, I guess, yeah, there was on a replacement plan for some reason. I don't know what kind of fucking idiot goes through a ball trimmer blade in 3 months, but apparently there's some dudes with Brillo pads down there.
Dog, just like corded steel for
dude. It's like
hair.
Like the man who needs a new blade every 3 months is like not a man I ever want to come across.
Just gotta be like there has to be such sadness in those eyes.
Just like,
you
dude,
know?
It's just like sparks flying as he fucking grazes his fucking nutsack.
And he like it's like who was the dude that had to push the rock up the hill for eternity?
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus, but with pubes. Pubifus. Like
Pubifus.
Fucking just, oh man, that's the curse.
Sisyphus sounds like something you'd have to shave your pubes for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got that Sisyphus, man. I gotta get.
Yeah.
Gotta
yeah,
shave.
man. You need the ointment, you need the cream, and the shave, man. That triple threat.
Yeah.
You gotta
get the Manscaped Plus, dude, to get rid of Sisyphus.
Yeah, man. You gotta come out. You gotta attack that shit like the X-Men or some shit. You know, like.
Like Napoleon died of Sisyphus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did, man.
Makes your balls go crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
And if it's only Sisyphus if it comes from the Sisyphus region of France too.
That's right.
Otherwise it's just sparkling pain.
Yeah. It's just an STD that sparkles.
Yeah, it's just sparkling herpes at that point.
Do you see Trump is like at this point just like dude, he's just like
inject.
He's like, dude, that dude is like pitching ideas like a 5-year-old. When you'd be like, "Hey, how do you think we should solve this disease?" He's like,
"Oh my
what
God.
What if you put the light inside of the body?"
And
That's
that fucking doctor, she has to sit there and just.
Dude, he keeps going like, "Yo, so you're and I hear you're going to research that too." And they're like, "Yep. Yeah, well, I guess we're going to have to."
Yep, we're going to research that, Donald. Mm-hmm.
Dude, it is
light inside the body.
And it just goes away. It just goes away in a minute. You're like, dude, the level, like that woman goes, I went to fucking medical school and I have to deal with this shit every day.
Dude, okay, this might sound like far out theory, but I don't trust the doctors up there with Trump.
Not Fauci?
I don't trust Fauci. He's been
Why?
there too long. He's been like the advisor since Reagan. He just likes the attention. I think he's a little attention doc. You know, he's like one of these Dr. Oz's, Dr. Drews. I don't trust him.
Dude, Dr. Drew, Dr. Phil, and Dr. Oz all got through this thing, dude.
Yeah, well, Dr. Phil is not a doctor. He is a witness.
He's a
selection
great man.
expert. He's not a I don't think he even has a PhD.
No, I think he does. He got it in like psychology, I think, but he doesn't have a license anywhere. So currently he isn't a doctor.
Well, you don't have to have a doctor when you have a license to once you have a PhD.
But he can't he couldn't practice on anybody. He couldn't take clients.
Right.
He couldn't be your psychiatrist, basically. He couldn't ever see you privately.
He's definitely not a psychiatrist.
He can only have TV jobs.
100% he is not a psychiatrist.
Yeah, he's not big on, doctor-client confidentiality either, like on account of his television show.
Dude, he's fucking... All three of them within a week had to apologize for saying some absolutely insane shit.
Yeah, what did Dr. Drew say? He was like, it's not going to be as bad as the flu.
Dr. Drew, for 4 weeks, was just like, someone did like a compilation of him like when it first started, and it's like it's being overblown by the media, and he kept, and then eventually he had to go on like Periscope, like he had to go on one of those like streaming things, and was just like looking all like just sad in a corner, and he was just like, well, we're just gonna wait, just gonna wait for a few minutes to get everybody in here because I got a big announcement. And like he had to, dude, it was so. I watched it. It was so sad because he doesn't want to make the apology when there's too few people in the room, so he has to like wait. So it's just silently watching Dr. Drew sit in his room, and he goes, "All right, well, we're just gonna get started anyway." And then he has to make this apology about how he totally was a fucking moron, and
yeah,
just a dumbass. And then
I mean, that's. Go ahead, Max.
No, nothing.
No,
we'll edit this out.
You guys understand that we never edit anything out.
I know. Yeah. I just say that to joke. Obviously, no one's going to edit this.
This is not a product worth editing yet. This is just what it is, baby.
Yeah.
But what's with all these people, like, they all keep saying, like, oh, well, cancer kills more people and heart disease kills more people, so why are we freaking out about the virus? It's like, they know it's contagious, right? Like,
these people are idiots. It's the same, it's like the same person where it's like, after a mass shooting, they're like, well, you can eat too many hamburgers and, you can kill yourself that way, but we don't outlaw forks. It's like
right.
That's the dumbest argument. Like, just like you're not. These people are just fucking dumb, man. That's the we really get to see just dumb.
I don't think they're dumb.
Force.
I think they just want. They don't care if people die. They're just let's open it up.
Just like
we don't care.
Give a fuck. Let it run through. Let it run through the entire population. If 2 million people die, I don't care. I'm not going to be one of them. Let's fucking ride, baby. Let's fucking ride.
Yeah. Did you see?
They're tired of it, dude. They're bored. What's the point of being rich if you're just in a house? You need to ball out constantly.
True.
Well, I think they did this. Well, then why did they do the lockdown in the first place? Like, why did they go along with the lockdown in the first place? Like, who convinced Trump to put us in lockdown?
They thought it was going to be like a month for sure. I guarantee Trump was like, look, no matter what you tell me, I'm going to get rid of this in a month. And then it got so serious that he couldn't even pull it off in a month. So he has all these little bitch fucking boys start making these points.
Yeah.
And, calling up these fucking people. I mean, dude, like, those people, the 3 doctors, can fucking call up just hundreds of thousands of fucking morons from their slumber, and they just start yelling at shit.
You mean Trump or the doctors?
Well, like, they watch Dr. Oz, and
right.
they watch Dr. Phil, and
Fox
they watch
News.
Dr. Drew, and they're like, dude, yeah, like, if these doctors are saying that this ain't shit, then why and then, I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's just so... this is just so crazy, dog.
But they don't want... They put us in lockdown, but they're not doing anything to get us out of lockdown. Like, they could institute measures that would make it easy for us to come out of lockdown, like testing and antibody testing. But it doesn't seem like they want to do they don't want to invest in that. So it's just like, okay, we locked down for 2 months, but we don't have any plan for after that. So yes, the same amount of people are going to die as if we didn't do a lockdown because no one cared, no one planned.
Dude, they're literally running around with their fucking heads cut off, bro. They don't get
it. Yeah, because there's no fucking the leadership at the top. Like, I would rather have like a wet bag of sand as the president right now, and like a wet bag of sand would have a better fucking grip on this shit.
You'd just be like, yo, stay the fuck home.
Yeah, or make like actually working to like get people like where the tests at, man. It's like crazy, like not hearing shit about even the possibility of getting a test to see if we have it.
Well, I heard they did like an antibody test in New York City or New York State.
Oh yeah, and hella people got it.
Yeah, like 15% of the people tested positive for the antibody, which means that like almost 3 million people in New York have been infected. If this study is a representative sample, which they don't know.
They don't know, and like there's people who end up having such low antibodies that they're like, okay, well, can you get it again if your antibody count is so low? Like,
right.
th-
You just
this
had
is
a
what
dab of the Rona. You just had a
you
sprinkling.
just got a little taste. It was like someone came around and peppered your salad with some Rona.
Man,
and you're
a dollop of the Rona, man. Like they added just enough like mayo to the fucking coleslaw that it wasn't gross. Just a dab.
just a little hit, dude. Just a little toke. Just a little toke of the Rona.
Yeah, man. The Rona is kind of like the mayonnaise of life right now. That was a poor analogy. I've been up in this room, man. I need to be free, man. I'm gonna go protest right now, man.
Dude, it is crazy to watch some of those people. You're like, bro, I don't even know. Like, I just want to know if I've everybody has like clearly met one of these people at some point in their life, like just a person who acts normal, but then when this shit hits, they just lose their mind. You're like, dude, what happened to you? What the fuck happened to you?
Dude, I went to buy weed today, and so I put on fucking I put on a mask.
Hey.
But I walked
buy weed every day.
I walked into the dispensary wearing gloves and a mask. Like it was so tight. But like the dude working there, he wasn't wearing a mask or anything. And I was like, yeah, man, I want to get like a heavy indica. And like he's like, oh man, check this out. And like he grabbed the jar and he reached it out like he wanted me to like smell the weed out of the jar in his hand. And I was just like, yo, I don't need to sell it. Just put it in the fucking container. I'll buy it, man. I'll take your word. I'm not I'm buying weed in a fucking pandemic. I'm not like, oh, let me smell that. It's like, just give me the fucking drugs and I'm fucking out of here. Like,
Yeah, this is old school drug dealing.
Yeah.
You want to tickle my prostate next? How dare you?
Yeah. It's just like, dude, I'm getting back to my roots, just walking in, buying the weed, fucking leaving. I'm not going to sit in here, watch an episode of Friends with you, smelling jars out of your hand and shit.
Yeah, dude, we need less experiences. Everything now is a fucking experience. It's not just like a thing that you do. It's like, if you buy weed, well, we want to offer a great experience where you get to smell all this shit.
Yeah.
And it seems like a fucking new age spa in here. It's like, bitch, open up a broom closet, put the weed in there, and that's fucking it. Okay?
Yeah.
This is what we want. Everything in the old world was just like, if you go buy a donut, it's an experience. It's fucking pay your taxes. Not everything needs to be an experience. In fact, you guys are fucking making fake ones so no one has real ones.
Yeah.
Go fucking take some acid and walk out in the desert. That's an experience. Buying a fucking new Toyota is not an experience. You just want to be done with that shit.
Look, I want to walk in there, $50,000 cash, give me that Toyota Tundra, and I'm going to walk out, man.
I'm going to drive out through the fucking glass. That's the experience, is bust out through the fucking glass like they did in the fucking Joker.
Ron Tonkin, baby. Ron Tonkin will never be the same.
That would be the most badass car dealership.
I like that Jake thinks you buy the car that's in the display in the room. Like, I want this one.
I've never bought a car before.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but that should be a thing. That would totally.
Let me get that one right there.
It's been gassed. It's been full of gasoline this whole time. His car in the middle of this building.
It's gassed up, ready to go. The part of the perks is you get to smash through that big glass window right out into the street.
Let's just roll up the window really quick and you can drive this one out.
Man, if you got to literally burst out like a fucking action hero movie out of a fucking Toyota dealership,
that would be
I would
best
buy
shit.
the car. I would buy
every time they sold a car, they had to replace
they got to replace the window, dude. That would be so tight.
5-story tall glass window.
Dude, they would sell so many cars though if they just had a full glass building.
If you just drive through every time you bought a car.
Every sad suburban dad who has no life anymore is just like, dude, I bought a new car and I got to fucking bitch out of there on a fucking right through that glass.
That would be amazing. I would take out a loan tomorrow.
I would go in major debt to get that one moment. That's an experience. That's the kind of shit I want to have.
Also, just imagine the late night commercials for that car dealership. Like how fucking
God.
Come on down to Don Tonkin's fucking break glass. We break glass.
Earth-shattering deals.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Dude, it would just be him throwing his own body through it. He's like, if you don't walk out of here a car, I will personally break this glass with my fucking forehead.
By the end of the ad, like he cuts himself like fucking wrestlers or some shit. He's got super glued cuts. Like
He just holding a piece of glass to his son's throat. He's like, I swear to God, we got the best deals. Or I will cut my own son's jugular.
Be like, damn, man, Don Tonkin's about that life.
Don Tonkin don't play, bro.
Man,
yeah.
That would be Ron Tonkin's brother, Don.
He
does stuff a little
Don
differently.
Tonkin, baby.
He was like the retarded kid of the family. He was the wannabe stuntman who got into fucking selling cars. He's like, we got to make this more exciting.
Yeah, man. That
is not that far off of what those car salesmen try to fucking do, though. They're always trying to get you. I went to one time, I was thinking about buying a new car, and thank God Brandon Lyons came with me and talked me out of it. But we got the fucking dude who was just like, he would totally tell you, he's like, yeah, you can fucking drive out of here. If you buy this car from me, I'll fucking sit shoddy with you while you run over my boss.
Yeah, give you a roadhead on your way out.
Yeah. I'll lick your balls if you fucking buy this car from me right now.
He's like, dude, road anal. If you get out of here, road anal right now.
Customized seat, it's possible.
Yeah, it is possible with this beautiful Scion, 2-seat Scion that you just bought. I will let you plug my asshole with that cock.
I sell 3 more of these Scions, and I can pay for my mail order Russian bride to come over finally.
Jeez, no, this guy, like, we were talking about the price, and I was like, I don't know, dude, is there like any way you could drop this? And he's like, I was like, what is on here? Like, where's all this stuff coming from? And he was like, oh, well, let me show you this, and he showed me that fucking. He showed me that fucking. Sorry, I just fucking dropped my phone. He showed me the fucking, the whole car was covered in plastic. You ever seen that shit? Like basically what your grandma's couch was covered in is like, but the car was covered in that. And he was like, this is a great coating. I was like, who's buying a fucking shrink-wrapped car, bro? Why would I ever want this shit?
Wait, shrink?
It came like that?
Dude, yeah. I swear to God, it was like a fucking thin layer of like plastic on the car, like a see-through plastic. He's like, this is a great coating. I was like, coating, dude? This is like a wrapping. What are you talking about? I don't want that. He's
You'll notice it has a fine duct-taped exterior.
He's like, we've actually Gorilla Glued taped the entire undercarriage, so there's nothing that's going to get in there.
Yeah, we've got an aluminum foil spoiler, you know?
Yeah, so he would, and then Brandon was like, bro, you could just get a good used car. I was like, yeah, fuck this guy. And we walked out, and dude, just seeing that dude's beet red face, fucking fuming, it was worth the afternoon we spent it.
How much time had he invested?
Probably about a half an hour or something. We took a fucking, at least a half an hour. We took a test drive. We walked around the lot. We talked about it. We at the desk. We were doing financing options. Like, he thought the sale was going to happen.
Oh, his dick was so hard, man.
And then as soon as that coating shit, I was like, wait a minute, bro. You tried to sell me a car with plastic fucking coating on it? And he was like, well, it's just a great option. I was like, you didn't even tell me it was an option. It's not an option if I don't know about it, you fucking piece of shit. Why am I not at Don Tonkin's right now? I could be blowing through glass right now.
I could drive through the fucking glass when I buy that shit.
God damn.
Dude, those car salesmen are psychos. There was one open micer that was a car salesman. Do you guys remember that guy?
No, but that makes perfect sense.
Dude, he was a psycho. I don't want to say his name, but he had those crazy eyes, you know?
Yeah, the salesman eyes.
Yeah. And he would shake your hand like he'd just crush your hand.
Yeah, he's like, this represents power.
Yeah, man, my uncle on my stepdad's side fucking has this death grip of a handshake, and I only see him once every 2 years. But it's like I spend the next 2 years with my hand just in recovery from this motherfucker. It's insane.
It is crazy that some dudes do that naturally, and then some dudes.
No, it's not natural. It's
you don't think it's natural.
It's a mind. They read it in some
The Secret.
They read it in some mystery secrets
tips.
to dominating other men.
Yeah, but make no mistake,
becoming an alpha.
A flimsy handshake is trash.
It's gross.
It's gross.
Yeah,
it's disgusting. Yes.
Yeah, I would rather get my hand crushed and know that a real man was in my presence than have
the limp. Oh yeah,
the limp makes me I get
You just want to slap them with their own hand after. Yeah. You just want to take their limp wrist and just smack them across the face with it.
When I see that they got a wedding ring on, I'm like, who married you? Who thought this was like, why would they do that? Like, who thinks that they're safe with you in the house?
Man, do you think there's ever been like at a wedding when they're like, now speak now or forever hold your peace? Like someone from the groom side stand up and said, that motherfucker's got a weak handshake.
Yeah, I second that. I second that. That is true.
I just need to go on the record right now. The shit's suspect. You got the limp handshake. This is going to end in divorce. 3 years tops.
Limp-wristed motherfucker.
If he's limp-wristing other men, how is he even fingering his woman?
There you go.
He's just getting denied at the entryway. It's just people like, I can't
do it.
I don't know. He's just too tight.
He doesn't have the fucking hand strength to get in.
His wrist just keeps collapsing and hitting her vulva or whatever.
Oh my god!
He just wrist punches his woman in the pussy every night.
And then he like finally gives up. He's like, I just need to ice it, I think.
Yeah.
Can you give me the frozen peas, babe?
Let's just watch 90 Day Fiancé. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Dude,
that's hilarious.
He just ends up like, hey, why don't you just do yourself? And
yeah. And I'll just whisper words of encouragement into your ear while you do it.
You got it, babe. You're
so strong.
God. Denied.
I mean, this is like our last chance to do handshake material because that's another thing that's over.
Yeah.
Lost art form.
No doubt.
No use in learning a good handshake anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna be old men. Be like, handshakes used to mean something.
I used to judge a man by the power of his fist, and when I came across a limp-dicked little bitch, I knew that his wife wasn't getting fingered properly.
Damn draft dodger!
Goddamn piece of shit!
You no fingering son of a bitch!
God, fuck. Yeah, it's just going to be cool black guys having dope fucking foot shakes, and white guys are going to be all like trying to fuck it up. And
we'll do the fist pound
too.
Yeah.
We're going to be trying to like keep up on TikTok, but it's not going to work out.
It's just going to be a bunch of embarrassing videos of white guys trying to do something and falling down their stairs.
Yep. Hey, man, the fail content is the new king,
That's all it is.
Just people eating shit. Ooh, beautiful.
I think we should bring in the bow, honestly.
The bow would be okay.
I think dude, China is going to own us anyways. They don't do the bow, I guess, but just do the bow.
What does China do?
I have no idea. Japan does the bow.
Yeah.
They murder you and bury you in a mass grave.
Yeah, they send you to a re-education camp.
They weld the doors of your building shut.
Dude, that's a polite hello.
Isn't it funny that the people that they're re-educating are called the Uyghurs, and it's so close to Uyghur?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. it's unfortunate for their cause.
Yes, no one is getting behind the Uyghur cause.
Ugh.
People are like, those dudes do need to be re-educated. Fuck those guys.
Keep trying to rap and shit.
I saw a Uyghur with a FUBU full velour suit the other day. It's like,
I think that was a hijab.
Yeah, this is a hate crime, dude. I saw a Uyghur in a fucking two-tone do-rag the other day, and I said, that is not your culture, Uyghur. Man, dude, when Uyghurs were on the scene, man, they're not really around anymore.
Oh, the white guys.
Yeah,
white guys. Well, yeah, Uyghurs aren't to be about to around anymore either. But
where'd they go? Oh,
where'd they go? Oh, they're being re-educated. Don't worry.
Their wives are still here, but all the men have left.
God, dude, dude, China is so foul. They're such a shitty country. They're literally like they have so many bad qualities.
Government. I'm
talking about the government. No, I'm not talking about the people. But it's like they steal any intellectual property. I'm not saying other countries don't, but they steal intellectual property. Like, dude, if America, I don't know, maybe we're kind of doing that with kids in cages, so I guess we really can't talk either. I was going to say if America was re-educating people.
But we're cooler about it. We do it in a cooler way.
We do. We fucking burn out and spin donuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we do that, but we make dope shit too. You know, but we have them make it for us. Yeah, we got the dope ideas.
We got dope ideas. We get cheap prices, and then we fucking re-educate people on our own sick ass way.
But just like the way that they're able, like, just like they're like, no, we want to get this done, and we will do whatever the fuck we have to. Like,
oh, dude, yeah, they don't play around.
Like, their next level, like we're trying to get to that level. You know,
I think we are. I think that's where this is headed.
Yeah.
Actually, I've started to read some stuff that's saying exactly that, but
increased surveillance, increased
all
control.
This shit. Yeah, they're just like, dude, China is.
We're just
can't
about
beat that.
But this is the
beat that
thing I don't get. Why do those? I guess it has to be a psychological thing, but like, why do these people that have so much power and so much money want more power and more money? Aren't they like? If I had
the highest
$10 million,
if I just it's the biggest win. You can't. It's like, I mean, dude, it's like, why does a dude who's married to a supermodel still cheat? Because they still want more, bro. It's not about having the tops. They're still trying to. Didn't like Alex Rodriguez, like the week he was going to get married to J-Lo, like he got caught sending nudes to some chick. Like, it's just about wanting more shit.
This is just like a game. Then it's just like a.
It's a rush, bro. It's an intoxicating rush.
So you get a
mental
rush,
illness,
knowing that you're listening to everyone's phone calls in the entire country.
You're on top, though. You're the one who's fucking making this shit happen.
There's no way there's not people that would love to have that power.
Have you ever listened to a roommate or neighbor fuck Max? Imagine doing that for 320 million people.
Yeah, okay. Never mind. I retract. I can see why that.
I mean, just
that
literally.
does sound cool.
That's pretty fucking badass, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, the first place I ever moved out of my parents was I moved into a kitchen nook of a duplex, and there was a couple that lived in the basement.
Wait, hold up. What do you mean a nook?
A nook. So like
a nook.
It's like a kitchen, and so then there was like, imagine there's a dining room attached to the kitchen that you can only access through the kitchen. That's where I was living.
That was your bedroom?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a curtain. There wasn't even a door.
Damn, you were grinding back in the day, huh?
I was so stoked. I was so fucking dumb. But, you know, I was 19, you know? And, but like, so my other friend introduced me to these people that lived in the basement. And the first day I met them, they're like, hey, you're living in the house. We fuck loud. We just want you to know that we fuck loudly. So nice to meet you. And then it was like 3:00, like in the morning the next night. I was going to sleep in my kitchen nook, and just they did
You're
not
like,
disappoint.
How could this get any sadder? And then on cue, the girl goes, ah!
It was so it was ridiculously loud. It was
It's like performatively loud.
Yeah, it was like this must have been like a fetish or something, like vocalization. Like it was insane.
Yeah, the idea that two people fuck that loud is almost, it's like somebody got somebody else into it.
Yeah.
Damn. And then you're like, damn, I just signed a lease to live in this fucking kitchen, bro. What am I about to do with my life?
Were they
I didn't
good
sign
looking?
a lease. I didn't sign a lease I wasn't on any paperwork in the kitchen nook. That'd be hilarious.
How big was the nook, bro? Like, how much space did you have?
I would say it was like probably like a 9x9. It was
like
small.
A prison cell. It was a little prison cell.
Yeah, and one of the walls was just a window to the backyard, like a whole window.
One side you had a whole window, and on the other side you had a curtain.
Yes, correct.
Damn, bro, you were living back then.
Dude, yeah, man, it's some awkward situations when you're living in a kitchen, you know? Like, it was weird. But, man, shit, to be 19 again.
How much was the rent?
It was $200.
Oh, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah. And, I mean, that, you know.
You're just like, I basically get free audio porn every night, too, so that's pretty sick.
Well, and then it just, it poses, like, a moral question, like, if you're in your room and say, like, you start, like, jerking off, and, like, you're into it, like, you're in the process, like, 2 minutes in, and then, like, someone goes into the kitchen to make a sandwich, you have to ask yourself a question if you're comfortable doing this while someone makes a sandwich near you, and so then you got to pause. It's was weird.
Damn. Yeah, that early jerk off stage, like when you'd be, you still living with your parents, and they would like my room. They had my room. They had to have that was like where the thermostat was.
Yeah.
So if they ever needed to adjust the thermostat at night,
no,
it was just like, my bed was back. It wasn't like right next to it, but they wouldn't really knock, which is kind of weird. They would just kind of come in. And so you just had to be like, you just had to do the freeze motion where you just hold, like you just like instant paralysis and pretend that you were asleep. And you're just like, and you have your rock hard 15-year-old
Are you
boner.
on your back at this point?
Yeah, you're on your back. You're in bed.
So how do you just pause? Doesn't it just look like...
Yeah, but it's in the dark. It's in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you do a quick roll to the side, or something.
Like, just dreaming here.
Just moving. And every time your dad opened the door to do that, he was like, man, it's hot in her. And then, boom, closed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was...
terrifying.
And it's crazy, man. Back when there was only one computer in the household, too.
Oh, I've seen how Jake got away with this. His dick was so small that you couldn't tell that he had a boner.
At all.
There we go.
It was, my dad was just like, your sheets are oddly flat.
Yeah.
They're just flat as always.
Wow, they're just flat as always, buddy. Keep it going. He's like, you sure you don't want to jerk off, man? It's normal.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if you only knew.
Yeah.
That guy never has a boner. I think he's hit puberty.
Hey, my kid, that kid's never got a boner. It's crazy. Yeah. That's like
never seen him with a boner.
I look
over to believe it.
I look over at my son. I'm expecting to see him rocked up, and he's fucking softer than jelly.
This just sounds like such a hack dad act. He's like, the thing about my son is I never even seen him with a boner.
I ain't never seen my kid's dick hard. It's weird. It's weird.
Cool as a cucumber, man. This guy never gets hard.
This guy never gets fucking hard over here. It's nuts. That's such a weird thing to like. If that actually was in somebody's act, like, dude, it's fucking crazy. I never see my kid with a rock hard cock.
You know how it is being a parent of a teenager. You never see him with a hot cock anymore. It's crazy.
I want to see my kid's hog all lumped up.
This new generation, they don't get hard. I remember when I was a kid.
These kids are soft. Literally, dude. They're not hard.
These kids, it's like Joey Diaz is like, the thing about these kids is they ain't fucking hard no more.
They stay soft and it just dribbles out. That's it.
That's it. It's like, man, when I was a kid, my balls were so huge with cum.
You know what I'm talking about.
I love this version of your dad, Jake. I will always.
Yeah, this is not my dad at all, but I just love my dad as an East Coast comic being upset that he never saw my hard dick.
Yeah, walks in and he's like, "Man, that's a soft cock you got, son."
Hey, I know I'm from Minnesota, but god damn, that's a soft cock over there.
Hey, you get that soft dick from your mother.
Yeah. Not
No,
my
he's
dick.
proud of the soft cock. He's proud of the soft cock.
Oh, he's happy that I have a soft cock?
I thought that was the whole bit. It was like,
no, I think the angle is that he's upset that he never seen my hard cock.
Oh, I thought it was the other way. Like he's bragging about that you
like,
never
my
get
kid,
hard.
Man, your kids, you're always seeing their big hard cocks.
Yeah,
but
they're
my
all
kid,
sexed
it's
up.
flat as an ocean in there.
Now we need to spend the next 5 minutes doing positive soft dick dad.
Oh yeah,
I was doing positive self dick dad the whole time.
Well, it did not come off as positive. Okay, I guess it's just in any world I don't understand what father would be proud of their kid for never getting an erection.
I guess a mom would more be proud of their kid, because they're moms. Once you become a mom, you become disgusting with the with the male genitalia.
A mom being like, my son's dick has always been soft, and you know what? I'm very proud about that.
He's a good Christian boy.
He's just a nice boy. He never gets an erection.
His boy penis never became a man penis.
Yeah, it never went. The rest of him grew up, not his dick.
Hey, my son's a good Christian man. While the rest of his body grew, his penis stayed the same size. Oh God!
And what if like Matthew McConaughey from Dazed and Confused was a proud soft dick dad? He's like, you know what I love about my son? He keeps getting older, but his dick stays the same soft.
Stays the same age.
But his dick stays the same. He walks up to his son. He's like, "Is your dick hard?" And his son's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "It'd be a lot cooler if it wasn't." I like that. Dazed and confused, soft dick, proud dad, man. That's what's up.
This is a good improv. This is a good sketch character here.
Yeah,
we can
man.
take this to UCB right now.
Take this to UCB. Demand that UCB open up so you can do this character.
UCB. We need to save UCB just for this character.
And what if it did? You know, they're like, "Fuck, we got to bring it back."
We got to bring it back.
It just launches Dylan's career into the fucking stratosphere.
Yeah, he gets on SNL.
The only thing they let him play is a Matthew McConaughey impersonator.
But it doesn't matter. It's the next more cowbell. It's just
man.
Sweeps the nation.
It's the next Pat. You know, it's just like
man.
that's his, it's the next Mango. They just keep doing sketches where the only thing he says is that the thing about my kid's dick is it keeps getting older, but it keeps the same size.
Yeah, man.
Oh, damn. That would be fucking insane if you got big off some retarded character.
Oh, man, I would love it,
I think that's mostly what it is now.
Yeah. You basically have to do a front-facing comedy video on Twitter, and then you're huge.
And then I get, like, so successful for so long, eventually, like, I'm like trying to break down comedy like intellectually on some shit.
Yeah, you do a master class.
The thing about
master
comedy,
class.
The comedy is it's about thought and timing, and it's like, dude, you got famous by making a soft dick joke.
Well, I'm Dylan Jenkins, and welcome to my master class.
Yeah. But I would forget everybody, man. No coattails to ride on, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, dude. I swear to God, if I make it, I'm cutting the coattails. None of y'all are coming with me.
Oh, shit.
None of you are coming with me.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude.
I think that's how most people make a living off comedy is they knew like Jerry Seinfeld when he started and just...
Yeah. You really have to hope one of your friends blows up and just that ring of success kind of affects you.
Yeah, like there's just enough runoff. Like, be like, look, if Jake blew up, like he's not going to put me in his first movie or his second movie, but like, you know, like when he has a TV show on TBS, like maybe he'll throw me a part, like a guest, you know, like.
Well, it'll be like a little. It'll just be like, look, Jake is so popular that some of the parts that we want to do, he can't, so he's kicking them down to you guys. Like that would be. What you would hope for is the best you could hope for is like, hey, I don't want to do this Disney shit, so just give it to Dylan and he'll be fine with it.
Yeah. Hey Disney, I got this friend who got famous from a soft dick joke, man. He's perfect.
Do you remember that flash in the pan character bit that it was a Matthew McConaughey proud dad dick joke?
Wait.
Well, that guy is struggling for work and he needs a Disney part.
Yeah, man.
Well, because think about like the amount of people that Adam Sandler has taken with him.
Sure.
Adam Sandler, and just the people you don't even know that are just stand-ups. Like Bill Burr has a stable of guys.
I
just want to be in a stable.
Oh, that would be the best.
Yeah.
To be like, look, one of the best and famous comics likes me a lot. Like that,
dude.
Just, having that in
one of my most exciting moments in comedy, which is probably sad, but this was like, shit. When was this? This was this was the first and only feature weekend I did at Harvey's because after that they stopped hiring anybody who worked at Helium.
Excommunicado, baby.
This is also the only feature weekend I did, and it was the first time that my paycheck bounced. So it was a great weekend for me. But
I'm so sad I can't work there anymore.
Yeah, it was tough. When I got my check, he goes, why don't you go to a U.S. bank, but don't do that till a Monday. Cash it at a U.S. bank. I was like, I don't have a U.S. bank checking account. He goes, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you go to a U.S. bank. And anyways, I featured for Jason Lawhead, which is one of Bill Burr's guys.
Yeah.
And he was texting Bill Burr, because Bill, you know how Harvey's, anybody who worked there that they don't actually have a headshot, they'll just pixelated print out
of
the
Bill Burr.
home printer. The home printer.
Home printer that looks like it was from like the early 2000s will print out a pixelated copy of Bill Burr's second special, and they'll just put it in a frame. And so he had taken a picture of it and texted it to Bill. And I was standing next to him, and he was like, "Oh, look, Bill Burr just responded." You know, I was like, "Dude, you're texting Bill Burr, right?" Like that was, I was like, "This is the closest I'll ever get to Bill Burr," and you are like, "That's his phone number. You have Bill Burr's fucking phone number."
Yeah, dude.
Does he have him in his phone as Bill Burr, like his full name?
Probably just Bill. I mean, he features for him all the time and shit.
Yeah. I'm just kidding, because in your story, you were like, look,
that's
this
Bill
is Bill Burr.
Bill fucking Burr.
Is that the Bill Burr, sir?
I refer to all my friends by their full name.
Hey, when Dylan Jenkins blows up, I want to make sure that I had his full name and people know that. Look, you guys
No.
you know the American character actor that you love so much for the Matthew McConaughey soft dick bit. This is his full fucking name and his full fucking phone number.
But it's so much more cooler if you could just go like, yeah, I know Dylan. And they know what Dylan you're talking about. It's like how people that know Robert De Niro just call him Bob.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
That's
of
true.
course.
Well, I'm going to shorten all your guys' names now on my phone just in case you blow up.
Nice. Yeah, Max is just Ma. You don't even put the X in anymore. Oh,
Max
Ma.
You just called him the fortunate son.
The fortunate son, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
I miss yelling that out at Mike's when they brought you up, man. I really do.
I miss booing you when you walked on stage.
Boo!
Usually no one was on the crowd anymore when I would go on stage.
Man, I was
this quarantine is...
Dude, I was so close to booing a coworker the other day. Like,
at work?
Yeah, at work. So, like, we have a cashier, the guy who just does puns and jokes.
Oh, God. Kill him.
And so, like,
Hopefully he gets the virus.
He might, man.
Hopefully you can get the virus from doing that.
Yeah, bad puns should also be a fucking a deep sign of the coronavirus.
Well, yeah, so like I'm in the break room, and then the break room has this one little separate room attached. It's called the quiet room. It's got a seat in the door. It's dope. And but like obviously you can still hear anything that happens in the break room. And I hear him come in, and he tells this joke. He goes, "Hey, so what's the wolf's favorite vegetable?" And one of my coworkers is sitting at the table is like, "I don't know, Rob." And he goes, "Arugula."
You just pull out your gun and shoot him in the face.
Dude, I'm mad that I didn't boo him from behind that door. I really just because it's like, man, no one else is talking. Like, this is this break room at this grocery store mid-pandemic is like, no one's talking. You know, we don't want to hear you fucking awugula jokes.
You should be like, as the second most famous comedian who works for this grocery chain, I sir, boo you.
Yeah. But could you? But I think about like how much it would have killed for the 4 other employees that were in that break room if when he told that joke, and then just hear a boo come from the doors.
Yeah, you should have done it, dog.
It would have been legendary.
Don't ever miss that opportunity.
Yeah, it's those moments that are so few and far between now. You got to take advantage of everyone.
It's like it's like the pretty girl you should have asked out. That's
I should have shot my shot.
You got to shoot your shot,
shoot
bro.
your shot.
Especially these days, because like the shots. I mean, people are going to respect it just for being shot at this point because nothing happens anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only do that to my wife. That's the only person I see.
Yeah,
so
you can only boo your wife.
It's like like
the paella queen.
The paella queen, man.
I love that woman.
Those tales of like people that met in like the 60s or the 50s, and it's just like, oh, he kept coming to my diner, and initially I said no, and
you were allowed to sexually harass
all
back
that.
then.
But like the version of that from the couples starting in this quarantine is like, he just kept sliding into the DMs. He kept doing it.
I kept blocking his account, and he would start a new one and just DM me. And finally I said, all right, we can FaceTime.
Yeah, it's like my DMs were a basketball hoop, and he was Steph Curry just shooting his shot.
And then we... Dude, I saw this one story. It was like this guy in New York, like droned over, like he had his own drone, and he droned over these flowers to this chick, and it's like, and now they're falling in love on the roof. It's like they're doing like dinner day. I'm just like, God damn it, fuck all that noise.
Where
I don't know
was
why
that?
I hate romance so much, but
I hope someone steals his drone.
yeah, I hope the wedding ring falls off in the middle of the New York streets. It was
Yeah.
in
Now-
New York
A
somewhere.
cop drone comes along and
Yeah.
shoots it out of the air.
Yeah, there should
puts
be
it in a
anti-
chokehold. Puts them both in a
Yeah.
chokehold.
Yeah.
It's like for
That-
conducting
that
terrorist
drone-
activity.
A stop and frisk in the middle of the sky.
We had reports that this drone was selling loose cigarettes.
You got a Lucy? You got a fucking Lucy on that drone?
You were smuggling Marlboros in that thing. We got a tip
Yeah.
from a confidential source.
Yeah, man, there should be a drone to just fucking cock blocking those other dudes, man.
We injected them both with Corona's punishment.
Yeah. We put or whatever the hydrochloroquine in it, man.
We injected UV light into its asshole, and
Yeah.
now it doesn't have the disease
Yeah,
anymore.
like I bet Trump just watched Blade 2. You know, in Blade 2 they had those light grenades, you
Yeah.
know, like, and he's like, those are fucking cool, and they fucked those vampires
That would be cool
up.
if we tried that.
Hey, research that, dog.
Yeah. He's just sending Fauci copies of Blade 2 on DVD.
He's like, that looks like Herman Cain as
Yeah.
as the fucking vampire.
And Fauci's like, dude, I have Blade 2 on streaming. I don't need the DVD. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit. Well, this was a good episode, boys.
Yeah, man, this is fun.
Oh shit! I forgot to record the whole thing.
Max, luckily you made no additions, so it won't even matter that it was just Dylan and I.
Oh, you guys are all just start laughing hysterically, and there'll be no context to it.
Yeah, you just
I'll
what
just-
is the ghost killer? The ghost killer.
This ghost killing out here. Damn.
Damn. Cool. Well,
I'm peeking.
You guys, enjoy your night. Be safe.
Yeah, you too.
Well, hell yeah. Well, let's end this recording, man. This was good.
Stop now.